Hello, family. Are you following me on social media? I do Inspirational Tuesdays. I motivate you. I keep you connected with the Word of God. Find me, and most important, follow me on all my social media platforms. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inspiration Tuesday. It's the first day of the month, and what a wonderful season that we are entering into. I love this time of the year because you're just uncertain of the weather pattern. Just for that reason alone, just uncertain. You don't know if it's going to be early spring or extended winter. This is the month of February. The uncertainty, and at the same time, just the expectation. You've just got to stay in expectation and anticipation. So let's get on and say hello and welcome you all to the new time of Inspiration Tuesday, right here at 2:00 each Tuesday. And no, it's just going to be just a unusual time welcoming people. Hello, happy February, Mercy. Yes, wonderful. Hello. I can't pronounce your name, and so I'm not even going to try and get it wrong. I hate getting names wrong because I hate when people get my name wrong. But anyway, so this is Inspirational Tuesday right here, our new time, our new format. And this month, the Lord just kept challenging me on, and it's just the beginning of the month, right? But the past few days, the Lord just kept challenging me on continuing that theme of wisdom. Last month was all about our expectation of the new, overcoming, our imagination. Oh, you love that topic on imagination and just getting that blooming. And so the Lord just kept speaking to my heart. So this month, the theme is going to be apply wisdom and knowledge, because we're stepping into new things, right? And God has been and is constantly challenging us and into the new. And so let's just, with open arms and open heart, get ready for what He wants to release and do for us. But at the same time, I love talking about the new because it demands you to inquire of God. And I've been talking to God in a completely different way the past few weeks, just because of the topic I've been speaking on Inspirational Tuesday, but because it's a new season and I don't want to have the same mindset, the same verbiage, asking in the same way. So I'm asking the Lord, as David did, teach me your ways, teach me your handiworks, so that I can become a handiwork. And how do you do that? You ask for wisdom. We'll talk about Solomon when we get into the Proverbs, but I'm going to start with you from James. I'm going New Testament to Old Testament, which is a very different way for me to do this. Usually I start Old Testament and come new, but I'm going to do this, start in the New Testament, and James 1 verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. So God isn't biased on how much wisdom He gives us. He's biased on how much faith, because the Bible tells us He gives us a measure of faith. Every single one of us that is given a measure of faith. But when it comes to wisdom, He is unbiased about that. He shows us that with Solomon. And here James is making mention of that to us, that if we ask for wisdom, God is going to give it to us freely, liberally, no restrictions, no boundaries. And right here, that's a word for us, is mega and infinity. It's infinite. His wisdom is infinite. His wisdom is great. There is a greatness that comes with it. And with that greatness is wealth. You cannot talk about wisdom without talking about wealth. And you cannot talk about wisdom without talking about the ability to, so what I've been saying in my heart the past few days, the ability to exercise and administrate when there is so much uncertainty of how a thing should be, and yet it's just innate within you to bring out the wisdom to execute a thing. That will preach right there, the wisdom to execute a thing. So, Inspirational Tuesday, what's my three things I want to give you today? The new requires wisdom. And how do you ask for the application of a new thing? How do you ask for the application to do a new thing without asking for wisdom? Wisdom will get you through the door, and wisdom will bring you to the table of people that are uncertain of how to operate, how to move. Wisdom will get you to that table, because somebody will say, so and so, whoever got on it, Mercy has the answer. Mercy knows how to figure things out. Let's bring Mercy to the table. She will give us, since you're right here, Mercy, she will give us the understanding of how to do a thing. Give her a little while to figure it out as we're talking, and wisdom will flow through her and how to figure it out. What's that? Demetria, whatever position that you are in, God will drop it in your heart of how to do it, and you bring yourself, you invite yourself to the table. They're talking about how do we get it done, and you said, why don't we try it this way? What will wisdom do? Wisdom will help you apply the new, bring proper order to apply the new. That will preach right there. Proper order to apply the new. When there's no reference point, and that's where we're at right now. Those of you that are stepping out into new jobs, those of you that are in new jobs, there's a certain project. It's being created as you sit and talk at the table, as you're meditating. The thoughts are invading your imagination and thoughts. And so you have to get it out. And how do you get it out? It's through wisdom. Who do you tell? It's by wisdom. You've got to use those gifts of discernment. The world calls it intuition. We that are spiritual call it discernment. You've got to discern who can roll with you in this season, in this moment. And so as it is opening up, wisdom, the new requires wisdom. And wisdom, if you don't have knowledge as a reference point, that's where you rely on God. You trust God to open things up and bring things into operation in your life. You trust God that He's downloading the authority to execute. I'm stuck on that word right now. Wisdom and execution is my two favorite applications right now. Because with wisdom, there is a knowing. Proper order. With a wisdom, there is knowing. And with knowing comes doing. Oh, that's a song I've written. In the knowing is the doing. Yes. And so there comes a point where you're not relying on your innate skills and your innate ability, your human skills or your human qualification, because this new wisdom and the application of wisdom is taking you out of your comfort zone. If somebody needs a word today, wisdom is helping take you out of your comfort zone. It is getting you to understand where you are and where and how God is going to use you. What does wisdom require? Wisdom requires that you be unbiased. When you think of the scripture, James 1 verse 5, it says, God gives wisdom generously to all without finding fault. Fault is always a flaw, a disgruntlement, an unsettling in something. There's always a fault, there's a mistake, there's a flaw in a thing. And God helps you to look at yourself unbiased. So where you will sit and pick out your flaws and your faults and your mistakes and how you did it wrong and why you did it wrong and why you couldn't correct it, God cuts through all of that. Wisdom cuts through all of that and shows you how to do it, gives you the how to. Oh, that right there, my friend. whatever you are struggling in the how to in your new. Some of you, New Year's always a new job, always a new house. For those of us that are decorators, are creative, it's coming up to spring. It's time to decorate again. You're buying new things, right? You're throwing out the old and bringing in the new. You're figuring out where to put it. That is all an extension of knowing where to put the new. Proper order, where to put the new. And when you think of order, you think of boundaries. When you think of order, you think of things in their rightful place. And I'm telling you, this act of and knowledge of wisdom that is being imparted in this season, that we're craving, each one of us, we might not be able to describe what we're craving or how we're craving, but we're craving things of the presence of God, and he's teaching us that through wisdom. It's going to be a wonderful month in February to get all this out, adding to what we taught on in Infinity. And what a time to walk in the wisdom of God like never before in this month where things are happening. I know there's different themes for this month, but for right here, the word of the Lord from me to you for these next 4 Tuesdays will be apply wisdom and knowledge. And today, the new requires wisdom. The third one I want to give you is receiving instructions. I know. Right now, those of you that have watched the RMMTV, the wisdom at the ambassador level, the scripture that I've been quoting and still quoting is 1 Corinthians 13, right? And when I was a child, I act like a child, I thought like a child. One of the translations, I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, when I became mature adult, taking on responsibility, able to correct myself, able to receive correction, that is receiving instructions. The instructions I received as an adult, a mature adult, is different to the instructions I received as a child. And even as an adult, a person in leadership, a person that gives leadership, a person that receives leadership. Did you hear the qualities that I just said? I still receive instruction. I'm still open to instruction because restructure. I'm still open to instruction because I'm continually progressing. I'm continually advancing in the destiny, in the purpose, in the mandate. So my friends, you still have to be open to receive instruction because wisdom will allow us to seek out those who can give clear instructions in this season to perfect the gift and tools that are within us. I'm going to say to you again, wisdom will allow you be open to say goodbye to friends in this season. And maybe it's just for a season, maybe it's permanent, but be prepared to say goodbye to friends or those, not even friends, I'm going to call it associates who don't see the growth or the extension of who you are becoming. And so seek out those who can give you clear instruction for your unknown. Seek out those who will sit and have the uncomfortable conversation with you that challenges you for change. As a coach, I love doing that. People with the phrase is when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Sometimes I'm the teacher, the coach in the lives of a few, and they just come to me and through me for a season because I'm the one that they are looking for instruction, for wisdom from, to move into that next level. I know, I love it too. Proper order. Hello, Miss Priscilla. You're going to have to hear this again because this is the season that you're in. Apply wisdom and knowledge. Seek out. I want to encourage you as I get ready to close. Seek out those. Very, very important. This is a challenge. It's a command. It's instruction in the application. No, that's a good word right there. It's instruction in the application. Seek out, allow yourself to seek out those who will help you in your advancement, who will give you the wisdom that you need right here, right now. Sometimes you're looking for a step by step, and there is no step by step when you're in the new, because you're carving the path, you're making the path as you go along. And as you do, you're setting in order, you're setting in structure, that it's, you're not doing this by accident, you're doing it so that you can help others. See yourself as the light on the pathway. Once you get off the pathway, the light does not diminish, because you've left a clear path. You've left a, what's the word I'm looking for? You've left a landmark. Many of you are called in this season, as you apply wisdom, you are called to be the landmark. You point the way so others can follow. I thank you for joining me on Inspiration Tuesday. This is our new time. This is our new format at 2:00. We will keep changing it up to keep you motivated, keep you inspired, keep the word applicable to the season that you are in. So stay connected, stay tuned. Hello, Miss Sheila. I know I've changed it up, my love. Yeah. Yes. Instruction in the application. Some good points were dropped. I hope to go back and make some points for myself too. Some great points were dropped. But I'm thanking you all for your patience with me. We have started a kosher kitchen on Instagram, so you can follow us there. And they started posting pictures. If you got new recipes and new pictures, please send it in. I know I've got pictures from a few of you right here that are on, so please send it in. I've got one. You saw the one recently from Australia. Oh, great presentation. She threw us all for a curveball. So we've got to work harder. So look out for that. If you haven't seen it, it's on our Instagram page. And we've got more coming up. I want to give you, since you're here with me, I want to give you a special announcement. There's so many special announcements coming up this month. It's incredible. I'm trying my hardest to contain myself. But anyway, February the 26th is a Saturday, and we are doing a pre-recorded one night only concert with Dr. Marina and the team. It is going to be amazing. We are really excited, right? The first one ever that I'm doing like this. So to be part of the virtual audience before it goes exclusively on RMMTV, there will be links for you to register for that, to be part of the virtual audience and to get a foretaste before it appears on our RMMTV app. So look out for that information. That's going to be February 26th. I know I am dancing too, Miss Demetria. I am dancing too. Yes, I am. Oh my gosh. Yes, I am. So excited. So that's look out for that information. There will be a registration just so that we know that you are committed to that. We will have 2 featured local artists. I'm stepping out the box, people. You know this about me. I'm stepping out, doing something new. So we'll have 2 local artists that we will be presenting to you also. And so that is going to be just exciting. These are, again, the new songs from the album that is yet to be released on iTunes. We're still working on that, but we are doing this to help promote it. So get ready for that. And then this year, my heart is to collaborate. That is my heart this year, to collaborate. And my first public collaboration will be in April in Atlanta with 4 other major leading ladies in their women's ministry. We're collaborating together, working together for the first time ever. And so that information will keep circulating, and there is an Eventbrite page for you to register. Those of you that are in Atlanta, you have no excuse not to be there. Those of you that like to travel, there will be hotel and everything. All the details will be up soon. And so I'm just looking forward to being with you all. God bless you. Thank you for joining me right here, and keep it kosher and keep sending me your pictures. Love you all. God bless you now. Bye.